Cayenne pepper, we've got cayenne pepper in this little container here. Cayenne pepper is a remarkable herb. Some people say we shouldn't use it because it's a stimulant. It is not a stimulant like caffeine or alcohol or marijuana is a stimulant. It's a blood stimulant. That means it's good because Leviticus 17:11 states that the life of the flesh is in the blood. So anything that moves blood is going to be helpful. You put cayenne with any other herb and it'll intensify that other herb's action. It's a blood stimulant. It can be used internally and it can be used externally. It does three main things internally in the blood. It thins the blood, it strengthens the arterial walls, and it opens the capillaries. So let me tell you about an experience I had a few years ago. It was one of our retreats. I got the call, lady'd had a heart attack. I was only 3 minutes away, that's why you have to be fit. I ran down, it was a cooking class with about 16 people, and she was lying on the floor. She was 80. Her husband said she'd already had a few that year, and they always called the ambulance, but they thought, let's see what they do. And I said to my offsider, cayenne pepper, quickly. We got the cayenne pepper. Now there was a guy holding a pulse, and he said the pulse is almost gone. She was just white. So I don't know how much I got, you're just in a hurry, so I think I got about half a teaspoon, put it straight in her mouth. She was half conscious, gave her a little bit of water to drink. The guy holding the pulse yelled out, the pulse is strong. This would have been 2 minutes. And you could feel that pulse come back and all the blood came back to her face. She sat up and said, what happened? Everyone around was going, whoa. And I said, no, it's not me, it's the cayenne pepper. What did the cayenne pepper do? It thinned the blood, it opened the capillaries and got a dramatic delivery of blood through the whole body. Remember, 1 minute for 1 drop of blood to go around your whole body. I have read about it, but then I actually experienced it. So cayenne pepper can also be used to boost hydrochloric acid. You take it internally, it'll boost digestion. Cayenne pepper can also ease a sore throat. Remember, it's in the flu bomb. It might give it initial tingle, but then when that tingle settles down, it eases it. Some people take or are told to take aspirin for a blood thinner. In fact, I have read where it is recommended that anyone over the age of 50 should be on half an aspirin a day. You might have heard that. Well, what the research is showing today is that aspirin causes stomach bleeds. It's the #1 cause of stomach ulcers. It causes brain bleeds and eye bleeds. That's what the recent research is showing. Cayenne pepper will not cause that at all. But if cayenne pepper's in your blood and it sees a bleed, it'll constrict the blood vessels to stop the bleeding. Yes, it dilates the blood vessels when it's in the blood, but if it sees a break, it'll constrict that. Beautiful illustration of Psalm 104 verse 14, that God gave herbs for the service of man. Remember? They're there to serve you. Where would you like me? What would you like me to do? Thin that. Seal that. That's the cayenne pepper. In fact, it's just about a first aid kit in one. Is the cayenne pepper, and you'll get used to it. Now you can use it externally. I'm going to show you how you can use it externally, and I'm going to show you how you can use it for poor circulation in the feet, cold feet. I find people that allow their feet to be cold, eventually their feet are numb. And eventually the next step after numb feet is gangrene of the toes. You see, the blood's the life of the flesh, and any part of the body that's cold, blood's not going in there. So blood's not feeding the area, it's not feeding the nerves. You cannot put cold feet into hot water or you'll damage the tissues. So what can you do? You can make a cayenne compress to put on the bottom of the feet. So to make a cayenne pepper compress, you get some paper towel and you cut it to the size of the foot, which would be, let's just guess, it'll be about this. I guess I'm guessing my size foot. And you put it on, I've doubled over a couple of layers of cling wrap there. And then you put a little olive oil on there. Not a lot, because you don't want to soil your sheets. So I'm going to put it in this plate to show you how you can put it on lightly. So I'm just going to dab it on. The reason why I'm putting olive oil there is in a minute I'm going to sprinkle the cayenne on it, and this causes the cayenne to stick to it. So it's really just there for the cayenne pepper to stick to it. Now that's about the right amount. As I said, any more and it will leak because this compress is worn overnight. So you can see I've just got a light sprinkling of oil there. And now I'm going to put the cayenne pepper on that. So you put about a half a teaspoon for each foot. So that's about half a teaspoon. So you can see the way I'm holding it up, the cayenne pepper is now sticking to the paper and the foot goes straight onto that. And then you put a sock on and leave it on all night. If I put that on my foot, by 4 in the morning, I'm waking up wanting to rip it off because my feet are so hot. But if someone has no feeling in their feet, or if someone regularly has cold feet, often by morning they're feeling a little tingle. So you would probably wear it every second night until your feet get hot. So that's a very easy way to warm up feet, because feet must be warm. So you'd put one on each foot. I've even made it and folded it up and left it at one lady's house that I visited, and she had no feeling in her feet. Peripheral neuropathy, that's a side effect of chemotherapy where people lose that feeling in their feet. They can bring their feet alive again with the cayenne pepper compresses. So you could even make a few and fold them over like that.